Hey guys, can you hear me? Hello? Hey Stacy. Hi Joy, Karen, Jamie, Sue, Heather. Glad you guys could join me tonight. We still have a few minutes. Hi Joan. And I would love to show you guys the Poppin box that I have on the photo there, but I can't find it. Literally, I cleaned up my entire craft area and it looks gorgeous, but now I can't find the card that I had. So we're just going to have to make another one, and let me show you that one. It'll turn up eventually somewhere. I took photographs of it, and I don't know where I put it from there, and it's just vanished. I have searched high and low all over the house. I've sat it down somewhere, and you would think that it would just pop out in plain sight, but I can't find it. But then again, I lose my scissors sitting right at my desk, so I don't know. I know I didn't throw it away, but hi, Debbie. So I don't have anything to show you guys except the photo that I took of the card. The other one that I did, the baby card, I've already given away, so I can't show you that one. I just have no clue where I put that card. None whatsoever. I just can't believe that I can't find it anywhere. I have a little stash where I put everything that I make, and I looked in there thinking that I went ahead and put it in there because after I do my lives, anything that I make I put in that stash. And I looked and it's not there, so I don't know where I put it. Yeah, it's really cute. It has little snowmen on it and everything else, and I don't know. I just don't know where I laid it. But I mean, I completely reorganized my room. Can you see me on camera? Not today. I have not gotten my hair done, and I did not get makeup done because I was cleaning up my craft room today. It's taken me 4 weeks to do my craft room. Yeah, this one can't end up under my craft mat because it's kind of 3D. It's like a box. So, let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and play my splash screens, and we'll just go ahead and get started a couple minutes early tonight. Yeah, we're going to put that together, Debbie. I'm going to show you. Thanks. Yeah, well, I'm actually also, I have already put on my nightgown for the night. I am that tired. So, otherwise, I would go on camera without makeup. This is a pajama party night. Okay, now here we are. You just got out of yours not too long ago. Yeah, PJ party. Everybody grab your blankets and your pillows to sleep over, right? Hey, babe. That's baby girl up there. She just got here. And let's see who else came in. Debbie. Hetty. Hi, Hetty. So, I am trying a new setup today too, guys. So, I hope that I don't jiggle this too much. I thought that this iPhone camera thing would be sturdier than what it is. So, if I jiggle you, I don't mean to. But this is the card we're going to put together. But I'm just showing you this baby theme. This is the one that I posted in the room. I did a snowman one, and I'm just going to do a fall one today to show you guys how to put it together. So let's go ahead and go over to that camera, and we'll get started putting this one together. And as always, if you guys have any design space questions, you can go ahead and ask them now or during the as we put this together. At any time throughout, if you have a question, we'll answer it. So you're going to have several pieces, and I went ahead and put one together and folded it. I'm going to show you how to fold the other one. There's only one difference. On one of these pieces, you have a fold on the square portion back here, and on the other one, your fold is at the front of what I call the winged portion. You have panels, and the panels go on just like this. You layer them up and place them, and it's easier to do when this box is flat, guys. I'm just going to tell you that. So you'll want to put all of those on, and then you have your piece here. Now, I didn't cut any of my leaves or anything yet because I'm cutting them out of different paper and things like that, but I will show you how to you can pick any theme you want and add any of your embellishments that you want. Hi, Ivy. I froze. I'm showing green, green, and green. Am I still froze? I'm not showing any issue. But it is frozen. Let me refresh, guys. Give me just a second. Let's see if that helps. Is that better? Did that work? Let's see if that works. Hello? Yay! Maybe that fixed it. I hope that fixed it. Let's see. I forgot to get my ribbon. So you're going to need about a 3 or 4 inch piece of ribbon. Not much, just a small piece. So let's go ahead, and if you cut yours out and you are working with making yours with me, go ahead. You can put your panels on now. You can do it after. It's a little more difficult, but you can. And this sleeve portion is just a square, and you're going to find a score here, 2 scores here, and 1 here. They're all mountain. And then you're just on this short one. You can use the red line tape, guys, or you can use glue. I used both on this box. For my sleeve, I like to use the wet glue and the tray. But for the card, you're going to need some red line. And this doesn't go all the way down, guys. You're just going to bring this to the edge of that fold. And remember, all of this was mountain fold. And once you get it to stick pretty good, then you can just kind of flatten it and give it a press and let it pop back up. So it's just going to make a sleeve. That's all that's going to do. I hope that this picture is better for you guys than the other pictures have been. I'm doing this one from my iPhone rather than my project camera, and I hope that it shows better and clearer for you guys. It may be a little smaller, but you guys let me know what you think, and I'll use the one that you like the best. Next, you're going to have a piece that looks like this. This is the tray. And you're going to, again, mount and fold everything. Tabs too. Just mount and fold or away from you, whatever you want to call it. On all of your scores. One end has a hole in it. Mine didn't just punch all the way through. Let's pull that up. Me too, Marissa. I love taking the paper from a flat sheet to something fun and enjoyable. You like the bigger screen? It doesn't take up the whole screen. Do you guys want me to switch to the other camera? I can switch and show you what it looks like, and then you can decide. This is the other camera, if you prefer this view. Yeah, it won't let me change it, Jamie. I didn't have time to research it and find it. It wouldn't let me turn it at all. Am I still froze? Ah. That's YouTube, guys. That's not me. Hang on. Yeah, YouTube looks like it's having issues. I'm not frozen? Okay. All right, good. I still have a red line on YouTube, guys. Hopefully it'll go back to green, so if we have a problem, just let me know. But once you fold your tray like this... Hi, Ethel. Hey, Wanda. Claudia. So you guys like this camera better? I think I do, too. I mean, I know a lot of people use their iPhones, but mine just doesn't. It's an iPhone 8, I mean. Hey, Nancy. You're just going to glue these tabs to the inside. And just hold it for a minute while it dries. Here again is where I'm using the wet glue. And I'm doing the end that does not have the hole in it. And before I do this end, this is where you need to do your ribbon. Yeah, it doesn't, the software that I have, Jamie, doesn't give me a portrait or a landscape mode. I tried to find it. There's not one on there. So I've got to research it more. I know it was clearer. But I just got a little piece of ribbon here. And let me put this ribbon back together here so I don't have a mess on my hands. You're just going to, I just cut it in a point, and you can use a narrower ribbon. This is a 3/8, and then you're just going to put it into the hole. And pull both ends through, not just one. And this is the tray that's going to house your card. And you can determine how long you want that to be. But you don't want to tie this in a knot, guys. If you tie it in a knot, it's not going to lay flat, and your card it may hinder your card. I don't know. But I'm just going to get a couple of pieces of red line and put on each side. Wanda, I have not finished editing it yet, or not really editing, but I filmed it in like each step that I did, and as you know, it takes hours sometimes for certain steps. So I haven't put the video together yet. I did leave in the method that I tried that I didn't like because it was wrong. I'm just going to say, guys, a lot of people put Mod Podge on theirs and then they don't do glitter and let that sit and then start their epoxy so that they can sand it. I researched it and a lot of people were doing it, so I tried it. You can tell. Don't do it. You can tell. So it's in the works, Wanda. I'll get it for you. This week, it's coming. I promise you it's coming. And I still did not get the iPhone thing for Joanne. Joanne, it is coming. I laid it out. It's right here beside my desk. As soon as live's over tonight, I'm scanning it and put that in for you. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Terry. And then after I do that for Joanne, Wanda, I will put that video together for you. So then after you've got your ribbon in there and you've just got that stuck down, go ahead and get these 2 tabs. It's just easier to do your ribbon while it's flat. And we're just going to fold those in and create our corner. On both sides. Now guys, you can decorate the bottom inside of your box. I did that on one. I don't know if I did it on the snowman one, but I did it on the baby one. So you can stamp and put your sentiment and stuff in there. If you want to do that, I would do it before you do your box. It's easier to write on it and all of that good stuff, or stamp it. Now we're just going to glue all 4 tabs to the inside, just to give it that finished look. That way you don't have, because this tray is going to be pulled in and out a lot for that box to pop out. And you don't want it to break down too quickly. So this kind of sturdies up the sides too. Oops, sorry. With this camera, I have to pay attention to that because it shows that I'm on screen in OBS, but on YouTube it shows that I'm off screen. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm showing that I'm in screen, but when I look at YouTube, I'm not. It just takes a little longer for this craft paper to grab. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, see, I can see the whole mat in my other one. In it. The 5-inch mark on my... I probably should put a piece of tape on there so it reminds me. Tape, ribbon, something. So I have 2 mats, one that I can use and one I can use when I'm filming. I'm just going to give that a minute to dry and then I can square it up and all that good stuff. It'll lay flat. But that's your tray, and that is just going to slide right into the sleeve. Okay, and that creates the sleeve for the box. So when they pull, they're going to pull that out. It's still damp, so give it some time to dry. Don't be pulling on yours till it has time to dry. So let's set that to the side. And again, you want to glue all your panels. And I went ahead and did that one so that you guys wouldn't have to watch me glue all these panels in place. And just pay attention to where your score lines are. And it'll line up pretty good. I still haven't cut all the embellishments for this one yet. I ran out of time. I might be off a little bit, but it'll be all right. And then do your decorative panels. And this, you want one to go this way, and it has no score on this square here. This one has a score on it. That's the way they're going to go together. So if you're using a pattern like I am, make sure this one has like writing, and I want the writing to be right side up. So make sure that you've got it laid the right way and you're gluing your embellishments and everything on in the proper position. You don't want it to be upside down when you get done. And then you'll have 8 of these little guys. I know this one looks weird, guys, because I thought, I figured it out. It's the card thickness. And I had a little place hanging up there with this craft card stock. So I thought if I maybe cut that a little bit deeper that I could change the file and it would work. But it didn't make a difference, so I did not change the file. If you got this file prior to tonight, though, it's on the design tab on the site, craftingwithapril.co. I did change that sleeve just a little bit. One of the scores got bumped or something. It was off, so I did change it a little bit. You may want to reload it. It'll still work. The one you had will still work. It just had like a thinner tab, and to me that was just a pain, so I wanted to make it a little bit deeper while I was changing that score, and I did. But if you got the previous one, it still worked. I made the other 2 from that same file. Before I changed it. This one is, the only thing I changed was the sleeve. Okay, so once you've got all your panels glued on, you're going to fold. And starting with this piece, you're going to fold mountain, mountain, valley, mountain. Then you're going to fold mountain here and here, valley, mountain. Okay? Thanks, Sue. This is the Nature Botanicals. It's a paper studio from Hobby Lobby. So that this may be easier for you guys. This is what you want right here. This is your inside. Okay? This is how it's supposed to look when it's folded. From the inside and then the outside. And then we're going to, and like I said, you have one tab on this square back here and one tab here. So you're going to mount and fold that one. I'm going to call this the right side. This is the left side, the one with the tab on the left. That's your left one. Then, let's see, let's go mountain here. It's the same folding. on both Valley. Mine's still damp from glue. So, and Mountain. And these tabs are Mountain. And this one's a Valley. And don't worry too much about this one yet, because we're going to bone fold that, but we're not going to do it yet. And then we're going to mountain this one in. And I'll show you why here. You want to make sure that after you've folded this tab here, that it comes up to the top and that you have a nice press. And it's going to depend on your paper. You want these two edges to be even. Okay? So I can move that score all day long. So it's just a guide, but you do need to bone fold it. And some of the papers I've had to pull it up. This one lined up perfect. So it's just going to depend on what you use. I would not go any heavier than craft cardstock on this, guys. Hi, Kathy. And my craft, even though I used a scoring wheel, it's still not dry. I guess that's why. It's trying to pull my paper up. And if it's easier for you, you can pull this to the center and then fold this up, however you want to do it. And see, this one didn't line up quite right. So instead of having that stick up here, I'm just going to take my bone folder and go over it. So your pieces should be looking like this now. Okay? And you want to red line tape right down this center. Or this tab. I think it's better to go ahead and tape all of the tabs before you put this together. It's totally up to you. And if you have the thicker tape, that's the one to use here. I'm going to just do 2 lines because I have this size. I have the smaller one too, but I'm just not going to pull it out. I'll just overlap it a little bit. It'll work fine. I want to do this side too. I hope I got that where you guys can see it. Okay, so you can set that one to the side, and you want to do this same to the other. Just going to come down to this back tab. I should have already done this one, but I didn't. I forgot. Says everyone had a good week. Anybody having any project issues other than Deborah? She's the one that asked if I could show how to put this together. It's been a long time since I made this box up until this week. I had to clean my file up. I had uploaded images in it for pictures and stuff like that. Because, guys, these boxes are fantastic with pictures. A lot of fun. And so instead of using these panels, you can use print and cut and put your photos on there. Okay, so I have all of my tapes on there. Almost, not quite. And remember, I told you guys you were going to need some cellophane tape. And this is just a precaution. You don't have to have this, but it will help keep the rubber band from breaking down your paper. And I just put some over each end. It's not going to be seen. It doesn't have to be pretty. Nobody's going to see it. But I'm just placing that over both ends, right there on that center. And then you're going to want to fold it again because that cellophane is going to... It's just Scotch tape, cellophane tape, Kathy. Oh, the red line. This is the red line, double-sided red line tape. Okay. So now I have those. Oops. Let's get these right, since my writing is the right way. So that's the way you want them lined up. And then you can use red line here, but I prefer the glue dots. These are glue lines, and they're really, really, really sticky, and that's what I like about them. And you're going to need your rubber band. So at this point, I'm going to take this rubber band, and on the right side, I'm just going to slip it over and into that fold. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for right now. And then I'm going to put in my glue lines. Again, you can use red line tape. You don't want it to get into the rubber band. My tape's a little bit wide, so I'm going to go with these. I used these on... Oh, I just messed that one up. I used these on the baby one that I did, and it held really, really, really well. I didn't have a problem with the snowman one either, but I just did it both ways. My glue lines are stretching on me. And I keep messing them up. Only on live, right? Cheat. More than one way to skin a cat. So I have two glue lines there, and now I'm just going to fold this over. You have that little V fold, okay? And I'm just going to make sure that it lines up and press it down. Give it a good press. If you've got some pearl paper or something like that, just press it with your fingers. Don't use your bone folder. You can even bring it to the inside and press it this way. Don't want to mess up that pretty paper. Okay? So we have that side. And now I'm just going to remove that strip there. And we're going to line this up. Make sure you guys can see me. And we're going to stick that one down. Okay. Then we're going to fold it inside this way. Okay. Just kind of flatten it out. Fold your wings back. Then you're going to take this rubber band and you're going to bring it around the other one. Okay, so now it's on the inside of that one. Do you guys need me to show that one more time? Hey, Alice. I'm going to show it one more time just in case. So this is where we're at. This one is glued. And I have my rubber band right here to the inside. Just leaving all my flaps up, and I'm bringing this V right here over to this side, okay? And I'm just taking the rubber band over it and slipping it over that square end so that it ends up in this V. Can you guys see that? This one is glued. This one is not glued yet. Let's do it one more time just to be sure everybody got that. So this is the point where we're at. We've got our rubber band sealed in there. Okay? And you're just going to fold it. If you're holding it just like this, your rubber band is on the left. I'm trying to get that a better view for you guys. Rubber band is on the left. Everything is here. You're just going to push this in. Stretch the rubber band over this square and into this V. Okay? And then the same thing, you're going to put your glue dots in there, your glue tape, whatever you're using. Make sure it's not in the way of your rubber band. And then you're going to bring that one in the same way. Just going to make sure it's up there at that score line, and you're going to press it. So now this is what you have. And this is the true test. Okay? You're going to put your fingers in there, and you're going to pull this apart. Your flaps are coming to the inside, and you're just going to push it down. Whew, didn't pop. That's what you want. You do not want it to pop, okay? These little V's that we just played with are to the inside. You don't want them to go to the outside. You'll probably pop it. Okay? Then you're just going to take one of your wings and push it down. Pull your tapes off. You have to kind of be acrobatic here, guys. You have to hold it down and you have to hold it flat. Trying to get hold of that. I can't grasp it. There we go. Oh, I thought I had it. There we go. I wished I had had the wider tape so I wouldn't have to do two of these. That's my only pet peeve with the red line. I hate peeling it. So now I've got that peeled back. I'm going to, you may have to trim a little bit depending on the paper that you used right there. It's just a smidge if you use the thicker paper. And you're just going to press that side over so that when it opens up, it's lined up. And I'm a little off, but I can live with it. So you're just creating that. Don't want to let go of it because it will pop you. You're just creating that box corner. Okay? And then with that open, you're going to bring your other side in, fold that over, and you're going to peel these tapes. And again, you're going to just press that down like so. And then it's going to appear like this on that side. Then you're going to hold it and switch over and do this side. Let's see if I can get you guys closer. Okay. Is that better? So now it's the exact same process on this side while you're holding it. Just going to peel these tapes off. Doesn't want to cooperate with me. And that should be good. You're just going to fold that line over. Keep holding it. And I'm way off on that one. I knew I would do that. I'm off, way off. See if I can do a little glue and repair mine. You want it to be as square as you can possibly get those, guys. I'm just going to hold it for a minute. This is why you don't use glue here, because you have to make sure that it dries before you let go of this. Okay, and then we're just going to push this one in. Let me get over here. Hope you guys can see that. And while holding that one down, you're going to peel these. And then you're going to fold it in. I need more hands. I do. Then we're going to press that one down. Okay, while you're still holding it flat, you still have one more. And this one is important. You have to get it in between the pieces that you just did. So you want to bring this up, and you want to make sure that you're not sticking it to this piece. It needs to be just into the square area. I think that I have it in there. I did trim it off. There we go. Woo, that was the test, guys. I'm just going to press it flat again. Give it a good press. And there's your box. So when you push this in, make sure that your rubber band on the bottom and on the top, you probably only have to do it once, is on one side of the scores. Okay, and then after that you can press it flat. Okay, so once you press it flat and you've got all your embellishments, you're just going to slide it into the sleeve and close it up. You're exhausted. It's really, once you do one or two, they go really fast because you get used to it. It was just difficult for me because I needed to stay on camera for you guys for that. So when they open this up, the box is going to pop out. Okay. And that's all there is to it. The Poppin Box. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah, it's a really cool card. It really is. It's been around for a little while. I haven't made any in a while. And then when Debbie asked about putting it together, I was like, does she mean the explosion box, or is she talking about the old Poppin box? Yes, you could make that an ornament, Kathy. You could put photos on it. There are just tons of things that you could do. Yeah, you could put photos on the outside of it. You could put it on the cube. You can actually, where I told you guys not to worry about it, you see where I cut that hole right there? That was on that wing right there at the V. And you could put your ribbon in there and go ahead and flatten it down like we did on the box here, and flatten it to the inside of those. And then you will have a hanger. But that's why I didn't want to cut the holes on these to get that to work for me. And I said just use your bone folder and do it that way. And it does only fold one way, guys. It won't go in this way. So make sure that your crease, your opening is north-south. But endless possibilities. You could even put a candy bar in there under it. Whatever, you know, put their favorite candy. Decorate. You could put photos down here. You can always stamp and sign the back. You can put another panel back here and put your sentiments. There's places all over this box where you can do stuff. Yeah, paper's my love too. I mean, I like doing all sorts of projects and all sorts of crafts, but paper's my love. It is my love. Okay, guys, I do have several projects in the works. I've just been really busy this week with my birthday, my niece's birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday, my other niece's birthday, my nephew's birthday, all this week. So this has been a really tough week for me. I haven't cranked out a lot of files or anything, but I am getting back in the swing this coming week. I have one more party on Saturday, and then I will be able to concentrate more on popping out some more files for you guys and finishing up the website. I know it's still a mess. I know some of the SVGs are still missing. I am working on it. Again, if you need a file and it's broken, gives you a broken link, message me and I will get it to you. Oh, thanks, Sue. I can't take credit for this box. I want to say it was Split Coast Stampers, but my file was modeled after one of the Stampin' Up! Girls. I want to say Samantha, what's her last name? Oh shoot, I can't think. There are several out there that have this project. So Stampin' Up!, Split Coast Stampers, there are several that have this. Like I said, all I did was clean up my file that I had created from one of those guys and took out all of my uploaded images out of it. So that was basically all I did. I did create the file in Design Space, but because theirs were all from hand trimmers. But that was all I did. You're very welcome, guys. All right, if anybody has any Design Space questions or anything that did not get answered, please let me know. I may even rework another file where it has a closed end back here. But I like it this way. You could put another hole on the other end and have it pull either way too. I did not use craft board for this, Alice. Craft board is too heavy for this. Anything heavier than craft cardstock is probably going to be too much, because the folds are so small to the inside of that box. Yeah, nobody would ever expect, they didn't, that a box is going to pop out of that. So, would it be hard to create a ribbon box? You mean like the chocolate bars we did, Karen? So that when you pull it, the ribbon. Oh, yeah. You're better off. I'm gonna go there, Karen. I bought one and I hated it. I hated it. I really hated it. You can't get the big spools in there. The small spools are too small. They don't pull through the front like they should. I store my ribbon just like this in a gutter. Yeah, I know they hold ribbon spools. I have one. I know what you're talking about. Because I have one. And this is how I use it now. I store all of my little stuff in it, because I even put sticky tape on here so that when you could pull the ribbon through and it would stay there, it still didn't work. It didn't work. So now I use it as a storage box because it just doesn't work. I can't count the number of things that I bought to help me with storage and they don't work. The gutters really do work. Let me show you that. And I'm just redoing mine, so I took my command strips off. But all I did was take a $4, I think it's a 10-foot or a 12-foot gutter. I think it was 12-foot. And it cost me like $4 or $5. Okay, and that's what this is. It's a gutter. And I bought the end caps, and I put the end caps on them. And then I put the command strips on the back and the command strips on my wall, and I stick them on the wall. Nobody really knows they're gutters. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 of these. And they stick up on my wall, and I don't have any problem with it. I can see all of my ribbon. I know every bit of my ribbon. I can see what I have, what I don't have, what goes where. It's all right there for me. And the most expensive part of this whole project are the ends, because you get, the ends are like $5. The one gutter was $5, $4 and change, whatever it was. And I cut it into 5 pieces. And then I spent $5. So 5, 10, it cost me $25 for the ends, 5 for the gutter, 30, and I got 5 trays. And then I put the command strips on the back, and the command strips they just stick right up on the wall. And I cannot take credit for that. Somebody posted that in Melody's group over a year ago. This is where I had originally, I was going to screw it to the wall, and then I said, no, I'm not going to do that. So that was my boo-boo that I did there. But this works perfectly fine. You can see everything you have, and it takes up no space in your room. All you need is a 2-foot space to put these up in. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Well, my stopper is actually in this one. I need to refill it. That was my backup glue that I was using. But yeah, the gutter works perfectly fine. You're not going to buy shelves for that. Like I said, I have $30 in it, and I got 5 of these trays, and they are 2 feet each, 24 inches. I got 5 out of a 10-foot gutter. So to me, that's the best storage for ribbon. I could have all those boxes. I'm going to have to stack all those boxes. I've got to have a shelf to put those boxes on. And then I've got to unstack them to get to the ones that I want to get to. With this, I just pull out the ribbon that I want to use. And when I'm done, I just stick the ribbon back in the spot it came out of. My problem is sometimes I don't want to take the time to put my pins back in my ribbon, and then my ribbon is hanging all over the place. But I just went through, I'm not gonna tell a story here. I spent, because all 5 of my gutters are full of ribbon, and I still have some ribbon that won't fit in them because I need to get another gutter. But I did spend 4 hours winding ribbon the other day. But this is the best idea that I've found. So I hope that answered your question, Karen, because I did. I spent $10 on that box over there with my 40% off, and I hated it. It didn't work. I was constantly having to open it up and fix the ribbon, and when I fixed that ribbon, it messed up the one next to it, and then it messed up the one next to that, and messed up the one. It was just a real pain. Home Depot, here you go. Yeah, it's like I said, the most expensive part are the ends, because you're going to, if you're cutting it into, if you got a 12-foot and you're cutting it into 6, you're going to need 6 sets of ends. And that's where the cost came in. But it was still cheaper than shelving. And then they don't roll everywhere. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys joining me. If you have any questions, anything that didn't get answered tonight, if you need help with anything, please go to the groups and ask your questions. We'll be happy to help you there. If we need to make a small video to help you, we'll do that too. And I just want to say thanks to all of the Patreons and the moderators. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thanks, everybody. See you next week.